we literally left her locked outside a house at 1 o'clock in the morning while we all stood in the hallway and we were like, nah, we're not letting you in. Get your key.
And then we found out later that she had her key the entire time. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are back with the College 102. Yes. And this is going to be your survival guide to college. If you are new to college, if you are going to college, or hell, if you've already been to college and want to do better, we are your people to talk to.
The college gurus.
The college gurus.
Even though neither of us went to college.
Or, yeah, so college or university, it all works the same, you know. Today we are going to be talking about how to roommate, how to be a good roommate, how to be a responsible roommate, how to roommate. Okay, so we're going to start off with set rules and boundaries, because when one person doesn't do their chores, it pisses everyone off. And when everyone gets pissed off, it becomes a war, and it becomes a cold war because everyone talks about each other behind their backs. And that's no fun for anyone.
Here's another thing too, exceptions to boundaries. Sometimes you can ask someone, hey, can I use this? Hey, can I do that? That means you get it once.
You get it from
you
when
have
you
to
ask
ask
for it.
Every time. Just because someone grants you something once doesn't mean you get it all the time, unless they explicitly state, yeah, you can use it whenever.
You have an open door. You have an open invitation. Unless they give you that open invitation, it is not an open invitation. And if you ask, it means yes for that one time.
Can you tell we're a little salty?
Just slightly.
Thinking of someone? Anyway.
Number 2 is learning how to... Oh, well, actually, I'm gonna touch on the... I have a price tag. All right. I'm gonna stay on that for a minute. So, it's very, very important when you move in, if you're moving into residence or into an apartment with somebody else, always, always, always make rules, make a schedule, make whatever needs to be made so that all the chores are being done equally. Make sure that you are all being responsible and following what you should be doing, because if one person doesn't help, the whole system fails.
This counts for if you don't know the people you're moving in with, and if you do know the people you're moving in with. As someone who's lived with best friends and complete strangers, doesn't make a difference. Roommate rules are roommate rules, and they need to be sat down and hashed out when you get in the house. Not like, oh, we'll do it in a week. When you get in the house, because then no miscommunications happen, and no one has any reason to complain, because it's all written out. And yes, write it out. Do not just, let's verbally agree on it. Write down everything. Have everybody sign it, then it is a binding document that everyone agrees to.
Your first night should be a group meeting, a house meeting of, this is the, you don't want your first house meeting to be, you did this and I'm mad. You did this and I'm mad. I did this because you guys didn't. It shouldn't be like that. You should already know who's doing wrong and who's doing what wrong. Who's doing wrong?
Yes. Get to know one another, but also just be very clear about what you expect as a roommate for them to do and what you expect yourself to do.
Because it's not just your experience.
Exactly.
All right, so next one is learn to adult. Okay, I moved into university with very, very little cooking knowledge. I can cook the basic stuff. You know, I could make pasta. I made scalloped potatoes.
She could also make pasta, fun fact.
I made scalloped potatoes once, and everyone actually loved them, but...
They're really good.
But it did actually start another war over dishes, which... I get dirty. Anyways. Learn to adult. Learn how to do your dishes.
Still very salty.
Yep. Learn how to do your dishes. Learn how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, ask your roommate if they know how to cook. Yeah. If they make a dish and you liked it, ask them to teach you to make it.
Yeah.
Like... Learn how to adult. Learn how to solve problems verbally, not physically. Learn how to...
It's not your roommate's job to be your parent, basically. If something breaks, you can be an adult and you can write into... Like, if you're living in a residence, usually they've got handymen on call. You do it. It's not your job to call your roommate and be like, oh, hey, I don't know how to put work orders in, so like, can you do that for me? It's not your roommate's job to teach you how to use a plunger. It's
not your job. It's not your roommate's job to hold your hair while you puke in the toilet.
Yeah.
It's not your roommate's job to tell you you've been drinking too much or to tell you to go to class.
Yeah.
Do not expect your roommates to parent you. Do not expect your roommates to wake you when you sleep in. Don't expect your roommates to tell you when you're out of groceries. Don't expect your roommates to buy you groceries. My first experience with my roommates, which was you and me, we went to the grocery store and bought 4 people's groceries.
Yeah.
We ended up having to walk back with 5 bags on each arm. What was it, like?
I lost feeling in my hand for like 2 hours.
Was it about 2 miles?
A
mile?
Well, no, like 2 kilometers.
Okay, so about a mile.
Yeah.
We had to walk about a mile with like 20 pounds hanging off of each arm.
I didn't have feeling in one of my hands for like 2 hours.
And we actually dragged along a friend we made that night, or that, like, the previous night.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, people are not your parents. It's one thing, like, if you're going out to the grocery store and someone's like, oh, hey, can you actually
grab
just
grab
this one item for me? Like, it's not my job to do your groceries or to feed you or to
provide your
I'm not going to do
tools.
your laundry, like,
no, to provide your tools such
grow
as
up.
your printers
If you don't know how to do something and you want me to show you how to do it, sure, I guess so. But there's also this beautiful thing called the internet now.
If there's something you need to learn, look it up. It's literally there's YouTube. You're watching a tutorial kind of right now.
I'm gonna like low-key plug myself right now because in the future,
go ahead.
I need you guys to convince me to do this. In the future, I want to do a How to an Adult series on my channel I just teach
adult series.
No, how to adult a series on my channel where I teach people this is how you do laundry. This is like a basic meal that you can cook that's easy and nutritious.
And
this is how the proper way to load a dishwasher. Like, this is the order you should do your dishes in. This is what you need to do and what you need to clean your bathroom. Like, how to adult.
How to adult.
Because I realize by being a roommate, most people don't know how to adult. So, go on one of my videos and yell at me about that.
At Kay Cleef.
Yes.
Anyways.
Michelle puts it in her hands.
I probably will, because that seems to be what I do all the time. I'm
do
going
it.
to put it right over this. Instead of my shirt is going to say at Kay Cleef.
Okay.
Okay. What else we've got? Do your part. Okay. When you live in a place with other people, if you're given a key. If you're one of those people that likes to go out and party, you know what? You've watched our first video and you've thought about it and you decided that your roommates don't want to party, but you do. So you're going to go out and you're going to stay out late because your roommates aren't your parents and they can't tell you not to. And even if they're going to try to tell you not to, they're not your parents. So what do? You go out and you stay out late. You stay out all hours of the night. All your roommates know that they have to get up early. You come home and you decide that you didn't bring your key. Well, that sucks to be you, because I'm not getting out of my bed when I have to be up for class in 2 hours because you chose to stay out until 5 in the morning. I'm not going to go out of my way to come and open the door for you.
Yeah.
Bring your key.
All of the things that we mentioned beforehand, like, make sure you're doing them, basically, is this part.
Do your part.
Is
do your chores.
Even if you set out a cleaning schedule or something, someone's doing the kitchen, someone's doing the bathroom, those are very high traffic areas. They're really hard to clean. Your job is to vacuum the carpets, like,
help
dust.
somebody else out.
Help someone else clean their part of the house. If you feel like you're not doing the same amount of work as everyone else, you're not doing your part.
Yeah.
Do more.
Absolutely.
And if you're one of the people cleaning the really high traffic areas and everyone else around you is not doing enough work, then sit down, communicate with them.
Use the right words.
Yeah.
Don't attack your roommates.
A great way to communicate effectively, and I learned this because I actually was a residence advisor for a year, is to use what we call I feel statements.
Right.
So instead of saying, like,
I'm mad
you guys aren't doing your part,
right.
You say, I feel like you guys aren't doing your part because I'm doing all of this work and it seems like you guys are only doing this much. And then the correct response to that is, how do you feel?
Right.
And to go from there. Because people can't tell you what to feel or not to feel, and it generally helps people from not getting defensive, because that's where things go bad. But largely just, like, do your work. Like, even if you're busy, if you can't clean the kitchen this week, be like, oh, hey, dude, I don't have as much time to clean the kitchen this week. Can you do my kitchen chore and I'll vacuum?
Yeah.
Or, like, if I'm gonna be home late tonight, but I can grab a pizza on the way home if you do this for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, It should be a give and a take, not just a take.
And one more thing, if your roommate, so let's say it's Kaelan's job to take care of the vacuuming of the living room, that doesn't mean that I get to bring home a party and make a mess in the living room and then leave it for her.
Oh yeah, no.
That's
clean
not
up
what
after
that
yourself.
means. Clean up
That's
after
part
yourself.
of how to adult. Clean up after yourself.
Absolutely. Do your own dishes.
You're a grown
Clean your own messes.
ass human being. Like, come on.
It's just common decency, right?
Yeah.
So, and the last thing we've got is respect space. So again, clean up after yourselves. Ask and inform your roommates before you bring people over.
Yeah.
Just because, like, if I'm getting ready to have a shower because I have an evening class, I don't need to be like walking out of the bathroom in a towel to have like 4 guys standing outside waiting for me to leave.
It's personal space versus shared space, right? So technically, as a whole, like if you have say you have an apartment or a townhouse or whatever, the apartment is a shared space. You have personal space within that shared space, but it's a shared space, which means everybody has a say in what happens to the space. Specifically with shared rooms as well, it's your job to make sure that it is still a shareable space. Everyone should agree upon like what is in that space. Say someone brings a TV, someone brings a couch. As long as everybody agrees upon that, then that's fine. But it's not a space for you to be throwing all of your dirty clothes or anything like that. It is a shared space.
It's not.
That is what your personal space is for, but your personal space is also a space for you to feel safe that it only belongs to you. So do not enter your roommates' rooms unless they specifically, call you in or you knock on the door and they ask you to come in or anything like that.
And likewise, if you're one of those special cases that decides to bring like a special chair or something from home, don't expect that you can put that in the shared space and it not be sat on by someone else.
Exactly.
Don't start fights over little things like that.
Exactly.
Being petty is what will end your friendships and ruin everyone's experience. It should be a happy time had by all. And I think that honestly, as long as you all sit down and understand each other's rules, understand each other's boundaries, always understand boundaries, respect boundaries.
Exactly.
It'll be a fun time had by all.
Exactly. Yep. So basically, just be courteous, do your part, and communicate well.
And remember that your roommates are not your parents.
Exactly.
They are not there to raise you. They're there to coexist, essentially.
Yep. This is how to coexist without going crazy.
Yeah. But if you guys would like, because we've got, as you can see, we've got a little bit
roommate
of
horror stories.
Yes. So if you guys would like a little bit of taste of some of those stories, you should definitely like this video. And if we get 25 likes,
yeah, 25.
Then we'll sit down and we'll do a story time because we've got
with no names, but we'll come up with aliases for everybody.
Of course we won't have. Of course not. We won't ruin someone's. But we do have some pretty good experiences.
They know who they are.
And I think, actually, people usually get some pretty good entertainment out of it. And I actually get entertainment out of it because it kind of works me up. And
I have a whole lot. I've lived in many places.
I've only lived in 2. And we got some stories. So if you guys want to see those, make sure you like this video.
Yes.
And if you guys would like a second part of this video, because we've got other things you can clearly do, let us know, and we will definitely have to make some more.
We're going to make, if you guys haven't seen it beforehand, we're going to make a couple of this College 101 series. Each one will go up in a number similar to how if you were going to take a class in college or university, it would go 101, 102 would be the next levels, and so on. So
the previous one we've got is what to expect in your first year, or actually I've realized it's actually kind of more like in your first or on. It's actually, most of it's helpful throughout the entire
what to expect from college or university, basically.
So first chapter, first episode is what to expect in your college experience. Number 2 is this one here, and that's how to roommate. Mm-hmm. Then 103 will be college hacks, which is going to be fun to do. And then number 4 is what to pack if you're living in residence.
Mm-hmm. Temporary housing.
Yes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to subscribe to Kaelan, because I forgot to mention that in the first one. But make sure you subscribe
I'll start making videos again. They're filmed. I just haven't edited them yet.
Yes, and I'm hoping my laptop comes back to life, because right now it's not doing so good, guys.
My mom's trying to fix it. We're working on it.
We're working on it. So, yes, definitely remember to subscribe, and we will see you guys another time.
I'm just yawning in the middle of your outro.
To be fair, I will show you guys really quick.
It's late.
It's literally 12:27.
Yeah.
So it's past midnight. So we're gonna we wanted to film a couple of these because we don't know when the next time we're gonna see each other is. So yes, we are wearing the same clothes as last time. We'll be wearing the same clothes in the next one too. So before you judge us, it's gonna happen. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys next week with another video on how to survive college. Bye. I was gonna do the thing. I keep forgetting how far away it is.
I can't reach.
Here, you can do that.
I've got a big head and little arms.
Bye.
Bye.